Welcome back to Do-It-Myself Garage. Only attempt this if you are a trained professional. I am not trained, nor am I professional. I'm taking this at my own risk. I ordered a replacement igniter for my Rude 206A. It's also known as a Raypak. They come, I think Rheem has the exact same heater. It's a little bit older one. I have the gas turned off there and there. And then I already pulled out the igniter. On this particular one, there's literally one screw right here that holds it. And as soon as you undo that, this whole thing will slide out. It has a little metal tab in the back here that kind of holds it. And then the screw holds that in place. I took the ground wire off. This is basically what was holding it in place, was this ground screw. So they ran the ground right through where that was attached. Sorry for the focus. Anyway, that was what was holding it on. Was grounded right there. Now this blue wire fishes all the way up through into the panel. I just have to take this top panel open. I have the power off to the unit. I have to take that top panel off and unplug the blue wire and plug in my new white wire from my new igniter. Just as a note here, not only do I have the power off here, I also turned off the breaker in the panel so that there's no chance of any hot wires being on inside of here. Alright, I have that tipped down. The wire that I need to replace is this blue wire right here. Just plugs right into the back of this panel. And let's see if I can do that one-handed. There we go. Now I'm just going to fish the white one through there. Be right back. There was just one screw on the back side here that held this whole thing kind of together. And I'm going to take that apart now. Slide it out of here. So one of the things that was mentioned in one of the other videos that I actually was able to find was you need to make sure you have a good ground. So some of these areas where this is connected, I'm going to want to take a wire brush to some of this so that when this is bolted together, it actually makes a good connection. This screw is all worn out, so I'll go get another self-tapper to run in there. So you're going to want to clean this up a little bit and make sure that you have good electrical connection, because the power goes through that part, but the ground runs through, well, it'll be my new piece now, but that isn't going to make a very good ground. You can see how rusty this is. That's not going to make a very good ground there if it has to run through that rust. So be sure you have a good ground so that this other ground wire, when it's attached to here and this is holding this in, then it makes good contact. Okay, so I'm hoping I can still use my old line. I just have to disconnect this. I've got a line wrench here so that I put even pressure on it all the way around. I'm not going to do this on camera because I need both hands. So I'll be right back. I'll break this loose and then hopefully I can get it connected to that one without any problems. Alright, so that is basically back on there the way the other one was. Got a new bolt in the back. Clean that up. It looks like that'll make good contact. That should work. I realized after I ran that in there that my screw right in there was actually touching the porcelain on that igniter piece. So I went and ground the tip off of the self-tapper because it's not needed. Okay, let's get this back in here. Alright, I plugged all that back in. Turned on my gas, turned on my power, turned on my flow, and she is heating. So it's entirely possible the other igniter oh, that's neat. The other igniter was perfectly good and just had a bad ground, but that one's been in there for probably 10 plus years. So it was $68 for the igniter. I'll leave a link in the description. That took, if you're going to have a professional do it, which I would recommend if you have to deal with gas, that should not be more than an hour service call. That's literally one screw down there disconnecting the gas lines, replacing it, putting it back together. There's really nothing big or complicated about this. My unit's a little bit rusty on the bottom there because I had a unit on top that the heat exchanger, and it ran water all over the bottom. This unit is quite old, but it still works really, really well. I probably should clean out some of that gunk under there, but she's working good. I've had no problems. I just realized I have this cardboard next to my heater. I probably should move that. Anyway, like, share, subscribe, all those great things. I hope that helps some people out. If you have any questions, please hit me up, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.